Hi guys, I'm Woodcraft Hamster and I thought I'd do a quick video for you today about Bushcraft watches. Now, calling it a Bushcraft watch video is probably a little bit of a stretch, but I've had a few people ask about some of the watches you've seen me wear in some of my videos and what I like to use when I'm out and about and that kind of thing. So I thought I'd just give you a quick run through of the ones I sort of wear fairly regularly. So what I think I'm going to do is just move the camera around a little bit so you can see a little bit better what it is I'm talking about, and we'll make a start. Right then guys, so these are the watches that I tend to use at least somewhat regularly. And what I wanted to do is just give you a very quick sort of overview of each of them and which ones I tend to prefer and the reasons why, etc. So I'm going to start off with this, where are we? This one. Now, as most of you will know, this is an Apple Watch. You've probably seen me wear this a lot in my videos. Great little watch, really good if you're into kind of your technology and sort of tracking things on your phone and your wrist and that kind of thing. My opinion, not a particularly good Bushcraft watch. This is the original version. It's not waterproof. I very rarely take this outdoors with me unless it's a particularly sort of nice sunny day and I know there's no chance of rain. So I won't particularly use that for Bushcraft. This one here is my G-Shock with the, let me see if you can see that a little bit better there, with the built-in compass. I really liked this when I bought it, but if I sort of put it onto my wrist here, it's quite a bulky watch, and I've been moving away from those for a little while. It takes up a big chunk on your wrist, and to be honest, although I really like the design and the style of this, I've never used the compass in anger. And you know, it tells the time, it does a lot of different things, and then you've got stopwatches and all this kind of jazz. But to be honest, I don't really wear it. So if you like a big chunky watch and a watch that will do lots of things for you, this is really good. It's just not really sort of fitting with my style at the moment, so it tends to sort of take a bit of a back seat. But you know, all in all, a nice little watch. So moving on then to the ones that are left. These are the ones that I wear pretty much all the time. Do you know what? I'll leave the one I wear pretty much every day till last. So starting off with, I've got this. It's just a little cheap and cheerful Laurus. It's got a titanium bezel on there. Doesn't light up, though it has got what's the word, sort of not fluorescent, illuminated sort of sun powered hands on there, and it's quite a nice little watch. It's the sort of thing, I mean, I actually bought this when I was on holiday because I'd only taken the Apple Watch with me, and I wanted something I could sort of just mooch around in, maybe go in the sea, that kind of thing. It's waterproof, which I really like. It's nice and small, sits sort of quite comfortably on my wrist, and yeah, it's got a nice little canvas strap on there. Really nice little watch. The rest of these, and this is kind of the crux of this video really, and it's not a sales pitch, I'm in no way affiliated with them, but the rest of these are all made by Timex, and I like Timex as a brand, I really do. And all four of these remaining watches are Timex Expedition watches, so they've kind of been marketed at the outdoorsman, the bushcrafter, campers, those kind of things, and I just think they're a really nice series of watches, which is why I've got four different types. So the first one is this one. This was the first one I bought, Timex Expedition, and it's just a really nice sort of somewhat dressy watch. It's got a really nice sort of leather strap on there, and again it fits really nicely on the wrist. I was around the wrong way so you can see it properly, but you know, it's a lovely little watch. You probably won't be able to see this very well. I don't know, I think it might be picking up. All of these have got the Timex Indiglow feature, which is kind of a backlight for the watch. I think that's really nice. They've all got illuminated hands as well, and I just think that's a really nice little feature. The next one, again, this is much more of what I see as a sort of a dressy watch. Nice sort of suede leather strap on there, and it's got the black face, and I actually really like sort of black faces on watches. Let me see if I can get this in shot a little bit better.
you can kind of see that. I mean, bearing in mind this is bright daylight here, the fact that you can see that somewhat lighting up on the camera is really nice. And in darkness it works really well. I mean, that sits very nicely on my wrist, and I tend to use this one and the one I'm about to show you in a second for work, because it's kind of a little bit smarter, kind of got that smart casual vibe going on. But yeah, you know, I would quite just as happily wear this out in the field. All of these Timex watches are waterproof to one degree or another, so I haven't got to worry about being caught in a rainstorm or anything like that. Next one up is this one. So again, another Expedition, leather strap, black bezel with a white face this time, and I think this one actually looks quite nice, a little bit different. You can sort of see that lighting up there, and again in darkness, as I say, these look a lot better, but I do like just sort of the simplicity of these watches. They've all got a date on there. Obviously you've got your time, they light up when it if you need to in the dark, and that's it. They don't do anything else, and I quite like that about these watches. You know, I'm not trying to use something like a compass or a barometer or a stopwatch. You know, I'm not able to check emails and text messages and apps and all that kind of thing. And when I'm out and about, I quite like that. I will have my phone with me just in case I need to try and get in touch with anyone. But you know, I'm not one to sit there checking emails and reading Facebook while I'm out in the field. So that takes us to this, which is the last watch on this on my little collection. Now this is by far my favourite watch. There's no particular reason for it. As I said, I like the black face, which is really nice. You know, it's got the Indiglo, which you can probably just about see there. It's got a really nice sort of sand coloured canvas strap, which I really like, and I think it's probably that combination of strap and black face that I like more than anything. You know, it sort of looks fairly outdoorsy, but you can also get away with it if you want to be a bit smart casual. And again, this is the one that I seem to be going to a lot at the moment, and it's just sort of the type of thing that I like to sort of just throw on, you know. And really, I've kind of reached that stage now where what I really want is a watch that tells the time. And that's pretty much it. You know, I've gone through the fancy stuff, and I still wear this occasionally, not so much this one, but really all I want is something on my wrist. I can see what the date is, I can see what the time is. If it's dark and I can't quite read it, I can press this little button and it will light up in pitch darkness enough for me to be able to read the time, and that's pretty much all I want.
Right then guys, well that was it. Just meant to be a really short, brief video. I realise it's not quite bushcraft related, but seeing as a few people had asked, and they'd obviously seen me wearing different watches, they wanted to know a bit more about it, so I hope that's answered everyone's questions. As I say, I mean, you know, not as a sales pitch, but you know, I really do rate these Timex watches for what you pay. I mean, I think these are anywhere between sort of like 30 to 50 pounds online. That's certainly what I paid for most of mine. And you know, they're just really nice, comfortable, basic, simple watches. You know, I'm not one for all singing, all dancing, and I'm really for something like that that's nice. You know, they look quite nice, they feel nice on the wrist, they tell the time. That's really all I want. And when I'm out and about, I know that because of the cost of these, especially, not that I would deliberately try and sort of damage them, but you know, if I did knock it against a rock or a log or something like that and cause some damage or scuffs, I'm not really that bothered. And if it really went as far as breaking it, you know, so be it. I'll replace it, or I'll just wear one of the others. But you know, for that kind of money, you know, I mean, I've been wearing these for a good few years now. Haven't managed to damage any of them yet. You know, touch wood. But you know, they've lasted me really well. And I just think they're a really nice, simple, basic option. So I hope it was useful, guys. Comments and questions in the box below. Hit like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I hope you'll all join me next time. Thanks, guys.